Before I met Louise, I was never really too hung up about my teeth, but I did sustain quite a bad injury, probably going back about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
So my front two teeth were almost completely knocked out during a game, and it kind of left me with exposed nerves on both teeth, and they had to kind of build it up. And at the time, the job I thought they did was pretty good, but then I met Louise and I met other people in the TV industry who were all beautiful and made up, and I was like, oh my gosh, my smile is lacking somewhat. So I kind of took Louise's advice and Sam's and found myself in the care of Slaine.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm super glad I came. Super glad. It's transformed my smile. My smile was, I was never really a smiley person before. Not because I was like a mean, grumpy person, it's because I was like, I don't really want to expose my cracked teeth.
So Ryan came in to see me because he was concerned about some old restorations that he had on his front teeth. He had an injury playing rugby years ago when he was younger, and he had a tooth that was root canal treated and had a crown on it, and lots of small chips on his other front teeth. So he was really unhappy with them. He didn't like the way his teeth looked when he smiled, and he thought they looked quite short because you didn't see very much of them when he was smiling. So his main concern was really to lengthen the teeth and improve the shape and the colour of the teeth that had been restored previously.
Slaine did, I think, 4 veneers in total on the front of my smile, and then I also did, I think, maybe 14 or 16 weeks of Invisalign treatment, which was great, and I never even really considered that before. I didn't really know to what extent my sort of alignment was to my teeth.
So for Ryan, he had a small bit of overcrowding on his lower front teeth, and has also had quite a narrow smile. So what we opted to do was to widen his smile and straighten up the teeth with a short course of Invisalign. And then following that, we were replacing some old restorations. So we replaced them with 4 porcelain veneers. He had previously had porcelain on one of the teeth and composite on the other teeth, which was a little bit mismatched in terms of colour and shape. So we opted to place 4 minimal preparation porcelain veneers on the front 4 teeth after the Invisalign treatment.
So it wasn't painful at all. So that's a major plus point, because I typically don't like being in the dentistry chair, because I like to be in control. But no pain. And my original kind of understanding of how veneer treatment worked, I thought that they used to do quite a scary shave the tooth down to a peg kind of approach, but Slaine was actually really not about that. It was minimal preparation that we needed to take on my teeth in terms of what they needed to do to kind of put the veneers on. So it was really not an issue at all.
Great.
And the results kind of
speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Louise is happy, so that's...
So for Ryan's Invisalign treatment, it was a really short course of treatment. His overcrowding was quite minimal, and really what we were trying to achieve with it was as much expansion as possible, but also to put the teeth in the best position that we possibly could to allow us to restore them with porcelain, with as little preparation of the natural tooth as we could. So his treatment was 14 weeks in total. On the top teeth, we just expanded and aligned everything to the best we could. And on the bottom teeth, to relieve the overcrowding, we needed to do a little bit of reduction. That involved reducing the width of the natural teeth microscopically, just to allow us to create some extra space to make them fully aligned.
So the Invisalign was actually really good for me as well.
Yeah.
For the alignment on my bottom teeth and my top as well. But yeah, I mean, really, really good. The first few weeks I had a lisp, like a bit of I couldn't get my tongue around the brace or the, whatever you call it, the liner. So that was a bit of a concern, because I was kind of relatively new to the camera world as well. So I was like, oh my god, how am I going to keep up with this? But then, because I train a lot, I do a lot of this. So I actually used the braces as kind of like maybe the extra squeeze would get me some more purchase on the teeth. So I was like, oh, come on. So for me that was quite good. And taking them out wasn't a problem. Although I did lose a few sets. I did lose a few sets. So I had to put in some calls to Slaine.
Well, that's because we travel quite a lot and eat out quite a lot. So
you
I actually once left them in Tulum. I left them just a paper tissue on the side of the table. We've been into the Nando's bins before, haven't we? Behind the counters, literally digging around.
We've had waiters bring like small glasses of water with braces, being like, these are yours, Louise.
But I love it. I'm so proud of them. I'll be like, sorry guys, I'm just taking out my Invisalign. Don't mind me.
So after any orthodontic treatment, it's really, really important that long-term retainers are worn. So Ryan wears a a removable retainer every night to hold his teeth in that position. We did whiten his teeth after the orthodontic treatment and before we placed the veneers, so it's important that that's kept up to keep the colour up as well. So I recommend whitening for just one night every 3 to 4 months just to keep that colour up. I also recommend seeing him every 6 months myself just to make sure that the restorations are still perfect and that everything is healthy underneath. So Ryan whitened his teeth with the Enlighten whitening system. The reason I recommend that system is that, in my opinion, it's the most powerful system that's available in the UK. What it entails is a 2-week course of at-home whitening where you wear gels in little whitening trays overnight, every night for the period of 2 weeks. And then following that, we bring you into the surgery and we do a 1-hour in-house power whitening session with a slightly different type of gel that we place on the teeth over the course of an hour. So with Enlighten, you actually don't need to modify your diet at all. It's possible to continue eating and drinking as you normally do during the course of the whitening. With all whitening systems, there is some degree of sensitivity in the teeth, and some people experience that more than others. But with Enlighten, the sensitivity is quite minimal. We do give you or desensitizing agents and certain toothpaste to use that help reduce the sensitivity as much as possible.
So, I mean, from the moment you walk in, you get super nice welcome from the people at the front desk. You've got the option of having some water. You can clean your teeth at the front, which is always good.
I like that though, because I don't want to have.
Louise,
you don't want to have bad breath when you're having to breathe on somebody.
Yeah, you do.
But everything is designed really beautifully. So the bathrooms are nice.
Yeah.
The entrance is nice. The
it
service
feels like
is great.
It feels more like a spa. Yeah.
Versus
a scary
super
dental
high
practice.
end.
Yeah. I think the idea of couples coming together is good because from a male perspective, not that I'm lazy or I'm not a fan of this place because I am, but I'm less inclined to take myself off to a doctor's or a dentist. And when you go with your girlfriend or fiancé, in your lucky case,
stop it.
It's quite an enjoyable experience because you can kind of watch what's going on in their mouth and then it's yours. It becomes like a
pictures of each other.
It's like a little
I
workshop.
know it is. It's a workshop. It is fun. I think a wedding is the most important day of your life, and a lot of people want to, look and feel their best on their special day. So, and teeth are a big part of that. Wedding photos, smiling, it's definitely a good investment.